Welcome back to Cricut 101. My name is Amy and I'm from the Edgerton Library. Today we are going to be dealing with vinyl and the different types of projects you can do with vinyl. So for our projects today, we're going to need removable vinyl, permanent vinyl, transfer paper. We're going to need printable vinyl sheets, our weeder, our scraper, and a couple markers. So today we're going to get started with making stickers or using printable vinyl. So we're going to go over to our screen and we are going to make a few stickers. So first we're going to hit images and we're going to type in labels. This is going to give us a couple different designs that we can use as our cutout for our stickers. So we're going to insert those. And I'm just going to change the color to white, that way we can see when we put our drawing on it. And we'll do a couple different ones. So we're going to duplicate. We'll do it 3 times here and then move these. So now we have our basis for the shape that our sticker is going to be. So again, we're going to go to select images and we're going to do Star Wars stickers today. So we will select the images that we want. And then we're going to insert them. Now the images are going to come up one on top of the other, so you can move them by clicking on them on the side screen. Now when your images come up, they're going to come up as basic cuts. So we're going to want to put them where we want them to size. So we'll shrink this a little bit so he fits on the screen there. And then we're going to go up to our operations bar and we're going to click on pin in the drawing. And then we can change the color of whatever we want him to be. So we're going to make him red. And we're going to use a gel today. And then we're going to go ahead and get our other sticker the way we want it. And again, we need to change him to draw. So we're going to go down to the pin. And you can choose what color or kind of pen you're using. And then you'll choose your color. We'll make him orange. And then we'll add our third and final sticker here. Again, make sure you change it to drawing. Use our pen. And I'm going to make him black. Now once you have all your stickers the way you want them on your platform, we're going to go to select all and we're going to attach them. This way it's going to tell our Cricut to draw the items and then cut them out. So once we have that the way we want it, we're going to go to make it. And you'll see on your screen again that the items are connected and they are on the little labels that we chose. So then we're going to go to continue. And we need to remember on our Cricut to change our little dial to the item that we're going to be using, and I already have it preloaded here, so we're going to be using printable vinyl. So we're going to click on that. We're going to get our vinyl on our mat here. So we got that on here. We're gonna load this into our machine. And then on our computer screen, it's going to tell us what we need to do. So first we need to load the red pen. So you're gonna load that and clamp A. So you're gonna go ahead and push it down and you'll hear a little click. Then you're gonna shut your clamp again and you'll push your start button. Once it's done with your first sticker, it's going to tell you on your screen that you need to change your pin color. So now we are going to change to black. So again, you're going to open clip A, remove the marker, put your next color in, make sure it clicks down, close the clamp, and push start. And we're going to change the pin one last time for our final sticker. And it's telling us now that we're going to put in the orange pin. Again, make sure they click down and you shut the clamp. That way it does print the whole thing. Once it's done, You'll remove your mat, take your vinyl off your sheet, and you will now have fun new stickers that you can decorate different things with. Another way to do it, which I already have pre-done here, is if you want to use the same concept and do just drawings of stickers, you can use them and then have the little ones color them in to customize them on their own. So that is a way we can use printable vinyl to make stickers to decorate projects. Next, we're going to go to being able to use a pattern and printing that out and then making labels on top of it. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to go to New. We're going to go to Images, and then we're going to type in Patterns. So you could pick a different pattern that you want to put on a piece of vinyl. Say you want to make a label, but you want a design on the back. I'm working with 8.5 by 11 sheets, so we will make our pattern to fit the size of the paper we're going to use. And we're going to make sure that we go up to our operations and change it to the pin. And we're going to choose our color. We're going to hit Make It. Again, we're going to place our vinyl that we have on our cutting mat. And then we would load it into the machine with our pin. This takes a little while, so I already have one pre-done. So when it's done, once your pattern comes out, it's going to look like this. So then if you want to add a label to it, you will just back out and then go in, and again, you'll choose a label like we did with the stickers. You'll choose your label. We'll change that to white. You'll add your font. And we're going to make sure that we change our font to Draw. Add our color. And then we're going to select all and attach it, and then we would hit Make It. Then we would attach our patterned paper that we have, or our pattern vinyl, to our mat and load it into the machine. And again, to save time, I've already made some ahead of time. So now I have my label, I have my saying on it, and I have the pattern on the back. And this is great for different items. I use these for essential oil bottles to keep them separate. So I just know what kind of bottle I'm working with. So that are two ways to use printable vinyl to make labels and to make stickers. So we're going to move on here to using removable vinyl to make stencils and to make designs. So we would go back, and I already have these pre-made to save us a little time here. So I'm going to go to my projects, and we'll start with making a nice block that we are going to do for Mother's Day. So since I already have my design here, I'm just going to go ahead and go to make it. It's going to bring it up on my screen onto my mats. So we are using the removable vinyl, which I have here. And if you're not sure what vinyl you're dealing with, it does say on the back of each kind of vinyl if it's permanent or removable. That way you kind of have an idea of what you're working with. So we're going to use the removable vinyl right now. For this project, you can also use the permanent vinyl. This is just what I had available at the time. So we're going to go ahead and load our vinyl onto our mat. And we're going to hit continue. Because we are working with two different colors, it's going to give us two different mats to choose from. We are using just regular vinyl here, so we can actually change our dial just to vinyl. It's going to tell us what blade we need, and we are going to insert and then we would press our start button to cut. I already have these pre-cut, so you were going to remove our vinyl once we're cut. And we will have our project. So we're going to take our glass block here, and we would remove our vinyl from the mat. You'll want to cut your vinyl just around where you have your item cut out. That way you can save the vinyl and you're not wasting a bunch of it. So now what we're going to do is, because we're going to be using the word mom, we're going to peel off the excess. So we're going to peel around the word, pull this off here. And then on our paper, it's going to leave us the items that we have. Now if you have a weeder, this is really good for the smaller pieces that are written in our design. If you don't, your fingernails work just as well. So we're going to remove all of the parts that we do not want on our design. Now that we have our project all weeded out, we're going to take our transfer tape. That way we can transfer it onto our project. So to do that, you're going to peel the tape off, and you'll want to cut this about the size of what you're working with or slightly bigger. We're going to set that on our project. We're going to use our scraper, and we're going to scrape across it a couple times to make sure it sticks to our transfer tape. And then we're going to remove it. And our stencil is going to come out on the transfer tape. So after that, we're going to take our item that we want to put it on. We're going to line it up, and we're going to stick the transfer tape on there. Again, you'll take your scraper and just go over it a couple times. And then you'll be able to peel the transfer tape back and your item will be stuck to your project. So now that you have your item stuck to your project, you can add different embellishments to it. And again, these I've already pre-done, so they have been cut, weeded, and I have the transfer tape on them. We're just going to peel them off, and we can stick them on anywhere we want. Use our scraper to make sure it's secure, and peel it off. So this is a way you can use vinyl to decorate glass blocks or any other items that you may want to spruce up a little bit. You can use a chalkboard, and you could write like grocery list across the top with your vinyl, and then people could just write on there every week what you need at the grocery store, and then you could just erase that. Other things that you can use with your vinyl is a glass mirror, and I do have one that I had cut out already. So we are going to use this particular vinyl that I've already went ahead and cut, weeded, and put transfer tape on. So again, we're just going to peel our item off the transfer tape after we scrape it a couple times to make sure it's good and on there. We're going to line it up on our project. We're going to scrape it. And we're going to peel off the transfer tape. And now you've taken just a plain mirror and turned it into a fancy design. Now we're going to work on using our vinyl to do etched glass. So instead of using the inside words that we used to put mom on our block, we are going to weed the opposite, and we are going to take mom out of our vinyl, and we're going to just leave the outline. So this is what it's going to look like when you have your stencil. And again, this is pre-cut, and the transfer paper is already on it. So then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you scraped it good so that it sticks on there for you. And you're going to peel the back of your vinyl off this time, because we want that to stick onto your transfer paper. So now we have our design that we're using as a stencil. And we're going to attach that to our glass project. And you'll want to make sure you get it good and on there. And then you'll remove your transfer tape. And you will have your sticker or your stencil on your project. Then you'll be able to take your glass etching stuff, and I have some here, and you'll just open that up, take your paintbrush, and you'll just paint over your vinyl, and you'll want to get that on there. You'll follow the directions on the etched glassing, and you'll just cover your sticker and let it sit. Now I've already got one of those pre-etched, so once it's dry and you wash it off, then you're just going to peel your vinyl off your glass here. See if I can get it. You'll want to use removable vinyl when you do this, that way it peels off your project. If I can get my fingernails under here, there we go. So you'll peel your vinyl back. And as you can see, once you start peeling that back, you're going to have your etching on there of your stencil. So those are some of the ways you'll be able to use your vinyl. Making stickers and labels, making stencils for etched glass, or making cutouts to design different things. So I'd like to thank you for watching today. Please continue to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for our upcoming events, and stay tuned next week as we learn to use iron-ons to make t-shirts and other projects. Have a great day.